It was like it's like a blessing. First Star was I say engaged with that after high school because it helped me so much through high school and the academics won, but also just like they were there for me, you know. I just had people to rely on. And even after the program, like those people, someone just wished me a happy birthday today, you know, a few of my fellow First Star scholars. So I just feel like they've helped me so much. I want to do anything I can to give back and just be involved.
I guess what really keeps me engaged is just my personal beliefs of giving back to those that have helped me. Um, and because I think it was Peter, he always says this, it takes a village to raise a child. And I feel like another little part that could be added to that, even though you like once you raise that child will learn how to do all of these things that was taught to them. And the good child will come back and try to raise another child and to keep that legacy going.
Seeing First Star grow in the future, I would love just, you know, like I realized First Star is a national program, yet I didn't hear anything about it until I got involved with foster system. I want people not in the foster system to be hearing about First Star, seeing ads on social media, just contributing money, resources, anything to help foster youth across the country. I just want First Star to. It's a national program. I want it to make it known, let it be known that it is a national program. I would just say like walking the ISU campus, nothing specifically, just when I think about First Star and like the good things about it, I think about us just exploring the ISU campus because we were on the college campus in high school with the athletes that were there in the summer eating at the dining hall, like we were living the college life. So that was just my favorite thing about First Star is being able to live the college life.
What's really bringing me joy is being able to know that I have a support system and seeing familiar faces like Jenny and just kind of like, like keeping myself going forward and my cat that I have. And just kind of like, like you're able to fall back on people and like when you don't really realize it until you get to that part of life and like where it's like it's about to get real because like graduation's creeping up on me really soon and just being able to remember like hey, BGSA taught me how to do all these kind of skills, interview skills, they taught me all these skills, how to dress professionally, and being able to build from that is just bringing me absolute joy. And I'm just extremely happy to wake up every day to kind of realize that people are rooting for me and I'm rooting for myself. That's a really good question. um, I would have to say if they're going to promote foster youth productivity and awareness, um, they would first need to listen as well. Instead of taking one small narrative, dealing with like the minorities and things like that, but kind of like focus in and be special in one criteria where like instead of paying attention to one criteria, it's like an umbrella effect. There's many factors to a foster youth that can help with success. You have to deal with depression, you have to deal with the financial stability, you have to deal with sometimes the family and how they can have like a reconnecting with family and being able to find that necessary like mentorship. And so I feel like BGSA has done just that, with the like partnering with iFoster and being able to have that mentor. And when we have like our problems where like we for me when I had like my little financial issues, they were super quick and they were super quick and I appreciate that. And just being able to be very responsive. One word that immediately pops up to mind is that foster youth are very resilient. They are prone to survive. They're like in a survival mode constantly. And we sometimes we may not know how to voice our opinions the appropriate way, but we voice our opinions. We also know how to kind of like, like navigate. And yeah, like we're just constantly in like a survival mode and just trying to be able to adapt. And honestly, we're just looking for someone who's honest and looking for how we can be ourselves, how we can be successful. I don't even know how to answer that question because it's like the First Star has always been there for me. Essentially, like, well, they're in a tie with United Friends of the Children, but don't tell them that. But definitely, it would. I would say that the difference between BGSA and all the other college readiness programs that I've been a part of, BGSA shows me that this is home and that I'm able to be myself. I can learn with my fellow cohort. I can truly be myself in that it's okay if we make mistakes. We'll still be accepted. And that all BGSA wants us to do is just learn to be individual, young, passionate people of our generation and to just kind of and just be leaders. And I truly believe that's what BGSA means to me is that what they're doing is creating leaders, creating compassionate people, creating humanitarians. And and I love BGSA. Don't tell them I said that though, but I love BGSA.
I have a lot of confidence that I will be able to be a teacher in the future, that I will be able to help students who, like myself, struggled at one point, who didn't know English, who couldn't get math that well. And I'm hoping to be there for the youth who feel like they're by themselves. We faced it, we have had our own stories, but one thing that we shared in common was that we never let one down. We were always there for one another, even if we didn't have the best connections. And we continued to build each other up. We clapped for one another when each of us received a certificate. We laughed for one another and we smiled for one another. And that just goes to show that a group of individuals who are striving for the same target but come from different backgrounds are still able to get to where they want to be when they have the right resources. The First Star Academy has really been a great program in our lives, and I know that a lot of us will never forget our experiences from where we resided to where we ate or what trips we went on or who we met. A lot of us have made deeper connections with people we didn't think we would. And that's just another step to allowing ourselves to grow.
I have always loved school, and when BGSA would pick us up on our Saturday academies, and we'll learn like different perspectives, and especially oh my gosh, during the summer, I can't tell you how much we love that. And just being able to be on a campus and just kind of like I can see myself here. That's why I'm so gun ho to go into UCLA, so I can see familiar faces again. And so just but yeah, BGSA was definitely a factor of like I always wanted to go to college, but I didn't know how, and BGSA answered my how. BGSA is going to change their world. It's going to change their world if they allow BGSA to change their world.
Anything is possible. Anything is possible as long as you put your mind to it. whether that's, making $1 billion or owning several homes. Just because you grew up in a foster care system doesn't mean that, you have to limit yourself. Know that there are no limitations for the human mind. So.
With just some advice moving forward into your adulthood, I just want to let you know that it's okay to be your authentic self. And I would say push to be your authentic self. It may be scary in the beginning, but it is worth it at the end to just own who you are from in and out, and people will connect with that. When you align who you are to what you're doing in life with your passion, doors start to open up. People get drawn to you. You get drawn to the people that are meant for you, that are meant for what you want in life. Everything just starts to align. I also want to say that take every moment as a learning opportunity, the good and the bad. There is no, honestly, good or bad situation. It's all about perspective. And everything we go through in life happens for a reason. And there is a lesson to have learned from it. You just got to be open to taking in whatever lesson that is. Lastly but not least, I want to let you know that your voice matters. And it needs to be heard. There are people who will try to shut you out, but you need to push past that. You need to use your willpower that I know you have within you, because you're here today. First Star saw something in you and said, she can do this. He can do this. He is strong. He is smart. They are courageous. She is inspiring. She is dedicated. And don't let anyone take that away from you. Don't let anyone take your voice away from you, because it needs to be heard. You deserve to be at this table.
Embrace the mysteries in life. Embrace the mysteries in life and follow your heart, because your heart will always lead you to the right place.
Just being able to like reconnect with my cohort, as well as that they keep us kind of like, we're still, even though like during our day we're busy running like a 9 to 5 and all of this, and just being able to see alumni First Star. What does First Star have to say this time, in a positive note, of course? What do they have to say, and like how can I be encouraged today? And like what opportunities are available for me, and just being able to still stay in the loop as if I was still in high school. And I tell you, I love the little emails that I get from the ESA, because I read it and I reread it because I love what's happening. We'll be able to like have like study sessions that we can, are like either study sessions or like a quick coffee and like coffee and a bagel or something, like a little chat, and just kind of talk about like, hey, like what's going on with your life, like where have you been, why have you been disappearing on me, why you haven't replied, that kind of thing. Just being able to like see our familiar faces again. I do thank you guys for doing this amazing job, and that your works that you guys are doing is not going unseen. This has definitely been something that I've always wanted to do, and just being able to share my story and to be able to inspire the next generation. I genuinely love that, and thank you so much.